Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon won the Oscar in 2001. While the movie starred Zhang Ziyi and Michelle Yeoh, the real star on the night of the Academy Award was CoCo Lee. She mesmerized the audience by performing the film's theme song A Love Before Time in a breathtaking Chinese red cheongsam. Her performance earned her a resounding applause and made her the first Chinese female singer to ever grace the Oscars stage. CoCo was a big name in Chinese pop music scene from the mid-90s to the early 2000s. She portrayed herself as a sexy, upbeat, positive, sincere, and fearless star. On July 5, 2023, her star dimmed. What exactly happened in CoCo's life? Why did CoCo's close friend, Dai Lin Xiong, write a post saying, "Rest in peace, you beautiful and whimsical girl. May you find your perfect love in your next life." Let's delve into the real CoCo Lee, a side you might not have seen in the spotlight.
No matter how tough, how hard it is, I can do it.
In the 1960s, by the renowned Weiming Lake on Peking University campus, two young students instantly fell in love. They later became CoCo's parents. CoCo's Chinese name was Meilin Li. She has two older sisters, the eldest is Chiulin Li and the second is Silin Li. CoCo's parents began their new lives right after finishing university. However, during a long journey back home, CoCo's father passed away due to severe pneumonia. CoCo's mother was heartbroken but had to keep going for her unborn child, her third child, CoCo. CoCo was born on January 17, 1975, and was given the name Meilin Li. Her birth was traumatic, as she was in a breech position, which means she came out feet or bottom first, instead of the usual head-first position. The delivery doctor had to pull her out by her legs, which caused her left ankle to be dislocated and her pelvic to be misaligned. When CoCo was 2 years old, she had to undertake surgery, but she was never able to fully recover from her birth trauma. This caused her much pain as she grew older. CoCo's childhood could have been tougher than we thought. After her father's passing, it was a challenge for her mother to care for 3 children. In the toughest days, some even suggested giving CoCo away for everyone to survive. But CoCo's mother couldn't bear the idea. CoCo later discovered the family's struggles at a young age and became extremely concerned. To stay together with her families, she learned to use her radiant and bright smile to win affection. This might be how CoCo's famous smile came to be. CoCo's mother remarried and moved to the US with her 3 daughters in 1984. To make a living, she planned to set up a Chinese medicine clinic. In those early days, CoCo's mother studied for her medical license exams during the day and worked night shifts for extra income. Thankfully, all 3 daughters were mature and excelled in academics. CoCo's oldest sister Chiulin Li became a doctor. The second sister Silin Li pursued a career in law, while CoCo herself became a household name. In 1991, at the age of 16, CoCo represented her school in the Miss Teen USA beauty pageant and became the champion. When her mother learned that her youngest daughter was going to compete in a pageant, she picked out a white lace dress and adjusted it overnight to fit CoCo. Years later, CoCo remembered the pageant and said, "I might not have been the prettiest, but I felt the most confident because I wore the lace dress my mom had sewn for me." When CoCo was young, she dreamed of becoming a doctor and never considered being a pop singer. It was a casual gathering with friends that led to her surprising discovery of her singing ability. A group of them went to a karaoke bar, where they could record 2 songs for $5. The recordings could be made into cassette tapes. By pure chance, one of CoCo's friends played her album at their restaurant, and many customers inquired about the singer's name, with some even wanting to buy her album. This incident made CoCo realize that she had an exceptional singing talent. At the age of 17, CoCo entered a singing competition in California and won top awards, which boosted her confidence. The following year, 18-year-old CoCo returned to Hong Kong and took part in TVB's 12th International Chinese New Talent Singing Championship, where she came in second. With her family's support, CoCo took a break from schooling and joined the acclaimed Hong Kong record company Capital Artist. This was where she adopted the stage name CoCo Lee or Li Wen in Chinese, marking the start of her pop music career. The entertainment industry is like a vast ocean with ups and downs. Starting her career wasn't easy for CoCo. Back then, Hong Kong and Taiwan favored sweet-voiced female singers. CoCo's look and music were too progressive for the mainstream markets, so naturally her record company didn't pay much attention to her. In her first year, CoCo only got to sing 2 lines in a duet song called Love Foolish La La La. Surprisingly, these few lines altered her life's course. After listening to Love Foolish La La La, a Taiwanese record company named Modern Style Records approached her for her distinctive voice. In 1994, CoCo formally began her career in Taiwan. In June 1994, Modern Style Record produced CoCo's first Mandarin album called Love Must Seize the Moment, featuring the hit song I'm Still Your Lover. This album was a huge success, selling over 130,000 copies in just 1 month and setting a record for the best debut performance among new artists back then. Struck iron while it's still hot, her record company took advantage of the opportunity and launched CoCo's second album Promise Me by the end of the year. In just 3 months, it was sold for an impressive 300,000 copies. In 1995, CoCo released her debut English album Brave Enough to Love, which was sold for more than 130,000 copies in just 1 month, surpassing the sales record for Taiwanese female artists releasing English albums. However, the success of the albums didn't give CoCo enough financial stability. The 90s Taiwanese music scene was fiercely competitive, featuring icons like Wu Bai, Kai Chin, Kai Yu, Rita Chow, Teresa Tang, Aimee, Vivian Su, all legendary figures. Amid these well-known stars, CoCo, a newcomer, struggled to gain popularity. Sometimes, she didn't get job offers for a month or 2. Not understanding royalties, she survived on small appearance fees with just 1,000 Taiwanese dollar a week. She spent most of it on bread and instant noodles. She had no money left for long-distance calls to her family. CoCo's miserable days finally came to an end when she crossed paths with Chen Yao. Yao is a well-known lyricist and music producer. He was colloquially known as the Star Maker. For instance, back when Fei Wang was still the undiscovered Jing Wenwang, living with her then-husband Wei Do in a simple Beijing courtyard house without a toilet. One morning, paparazzi snapped a photo of Fei Wang holding her nose while carrying a chamber pot to a public toilet. It was a shocker in the pop music world. After seeing the photo, Yao penned the song, I Am Willing, for Fei Wang, and it is still a beloved classic today. In 1996, Yao extended an olive branch to CoCo, and she signed with Sony Music Taiwan, marking the peak of her music career. Yao once recalled that his intention in getting CoCo on board was to amplify her background as an American-born Chinese, and set her apart from the conventional virtuous image most female singers were pursuing. In 1998, CoCo's new album, D Da Di Hints, was released. Within 3 months, it astonishingly sold 1 million copies and has been a hit for 30 years. In the music video for the hit song D Da Di, fans saw CoCo shedding her gloomy expression, appearing with vibrant red hair, in a sizzling and confident style. With Yao's support, CoCo accelerated her fame. In June 1998, she released the album Good Mood, which featured many hit songs like the widely recognized track Good Mood, Self. A song showed the tender side of the legendary female warrior Mulan. The song Colors from this album was chosen as the Chinese theme song for the 1998 FIFA World Cup. At just 23 years old, CoCo became the only Chinese singer to perform at the World Cup opening ceremony. Right after that, CoCo's voice began to feature in the theme songs of major blockbuster movies. She sang 365 Days Thinking of You for the movie Legend of the Sacred Stone Lamp. In Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, she performed A Love Before Time. She also contributed her voice to Disney's animated film Mulan for its theme song Reflection. 1998 was nicknamed as the year of CoCo by many. In 1999, Michael Jackson invited CoCo to perform as a guest for his charity concert in South Korea. After the show, Jackson took CoCo to his estate for a vacation, and the two became close friends. In 2000, CoCo launched another album, True Love. Her fiery dance moves in the music videos led to her being nicknamed as the Electric Hip Goddess. Her unique mix of Oriental grace and Western charm made CoCo stand out as a distinctive female singer, placing her at the peak of the Chinese pop music scene. In 2001, CoCo sang the theme song for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon at the 73rd Oscar Academy Awards. She was subsequently invited to perform her song Good Mood on the Chinese New Year Gala that year. In 2002, CoCo received an invitation from the NBA to sing at their opening ceremony. She was surprised because even though she liked playing volleyball as a child, her childhood sport didn't seem to have anything to do with the NBA. She later learned that Yao Ming had said in an interview that she was his favorite singer. The NBA wanted to impress Yao Ming, so they secretly reached out to CoCo. During the early 2000s, CoCo was undeniably one of the brightest stars in Chinese pop music. However, nobody could have foreseen that her career would take a sudden downturn after her peak. After doing well in Asian pop, CoCo's record company started to plan for her international career. She made a bold suggestion. From my childhood till now, I have mostly heard famous songs sung by Westerners like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. I wonder why there aren't any Chinese singers. We have talent too. I hope Asian artists' albums can sell well in the US someday. In 1999, CoCo launched her English album Just No Other Way, selling 2 million copies worldwide. However, it only sold 40,000 copies in the US, as Asians were her primary audience. Asia's sales alone made up 1/5 of the total global sales. CoCo's global flair and attractiveness, distinct in Asia, didn't make her stand out in the US, where she simply became invisible into the crowded entertainment markets. She once took her new album to a popular English-speaking mainstream radio station for promotion. The host didn't bother to read about her background beforehand and mockingly asked, "Are you an Arrow player?" Without hesitation, CoCo began to sing on the spot, capturing everyone's attention. However, it's disheartening that every time she's in for a promotion at an English-speaking station, she still encountered questions about Arrow. She had to repeatedly prove herself in front of those radio hosts that she was a Chinese pop singer. CoCo's global ambitions faced obstacles, so she refocused on the Hong Kong and Taiwan markets. Her former creative partner, Qian Yao, shifted his attention to a new talent, Elva Xiao. Rising stars like Aimee and Jolin Tsai also emerged. CoCo wasn't the only unique and alluring queen of Chinese music anymore. She encountered competition and challenges, gradually being overshadowed by the new generation of artists. In 2004, 29-year-old CoCo returned to Hong Kong and teamed up with Jackie Chung on an anti-smoking film titled A Trace of Smoke. The film was directed by Ekin Cheng and produced by Stanley Kwan. When Stanley Kwan saw CoCo on camera, he advised her seriously, "CoCo, you should think about pursuing acting as a career." With Kwan's encouragement, CoCo decided to explore acting in movies and TV. In the same year, CoCo took a leading role in film Master of Everything, directed by Xian Li. She played a village girl, alongside famous Hollywood Chinese-American actor John Lone. Lone portrayed a farmer. However, despite their attempts, with CoCo's stylish look and Lone's refined appearance, they couldn't convince their audience that they were characters from the rural area. Sadly, the film didn't do well, making less than 10,000 Taiwanese dollar during its 3-day run in Taiwan. This experience made CoCo realize that being a singer-actor wasn't as straightforward as it seemed. It felt like the era that once belonged to her had faded away for good. Despite her career struggles, CoCo's love life took a positive turn. It was during that period that she met the man she considered to be her soulmate. In 2003, CoCo met Canadian businessman Bruce Rockowitz at a dinner party, and they instantly fell in love. Bruce, who was 16 years her senior, had 2 daughters from his previous marriage. He struck his first bucket of gold in Hong Kong as a tennis coach, later became the CEO of Global Brand Group Holding Ltd, with rumored asset of up to $2 billion. As per Wikipedia, Bruce dropped out of the University of Vermont in 1979 and headed to Hong Kong to coach tennis. Interestingly, one of his students turned out to be the chairman of Li Feng Limited in Hong Kong. In 1981, Bruce met another important person, Alan Zaman, at an ice cream shop in Hong Kong. Zaman is a Jewish businessman and current chairman of Hong Kong's Lan Kwai Fang Group. Together they founded a global sourcing company named Colby International. In 2000, Li Feng Limited bought Colby International for $2.2 billion. Bruce led Li Feng Limited as CEO from 2011 to 2014 and then took over as CEO of a subsidiary called Global Brands Group Holding Ltd. However, Bruce isn't the main owner of either Li Feng Limited or Global Brand Group. The $2.2 billion from the Colby International deal likely didn't all go to Bruce, so his rumored $2 billion net worth might be overstated. Nevertheless, this didn't prevent him from winning CoCo's heart. Before Bruce, CoCo had been in several relationships, but none led to marriage. After a year of dating Bruce, he surprised CoCo with a proposal and a 9-carat diamond ring. Caught off guard, she immediately said a yes, I do, but soon had doubts. It wasn't due to Bruce's age, children, or lower income. In fact, his age and the fact he has kids provided CoCo comfort, given CoCo's upbringing in a single-parent home. Yet her childhood experience made her uncertain about marriage. As a result, they embarked on an 8-year relationship. In 2011, at 36 years old, CoCo decided to marry Bruce. They had a lavish wedding on October 27, 2011, at the upscale Hong Kong restaurant Sky 100, costing a remarkable 150 million Hong Kong dollar. Celebrities like Jackie Chan, Oprah Winfrey, and Beyoncé attended, making the event truly remarkable. Despite CoCo's outwardly and open demeanor, she had a traditional side as a Chinese girl. After getting to know Bruce, she often openly expressed her admiration and love for him. On the talk show Kongsi Coming, CoCo mentioned that Bruce had a charm that both men and women would find appealing and want to be around.
有一些人呢，只有女生喜欢；有些男人只有男生喜欢。他是那种大家都很喜欢他的人。他的人很好，心地善良，你就会想靠近他，跟他讲话。然后呢，他跟你讲话的态度永远是很在乎你，很 care， 很 sincere， 很诚恳。
On Valentine's Day in 2014, CoCo posted a picture of the flowers she and Bruce bought for each other. In August 2015, she said with pride that her husband got up early in the morning for a TV interview. In October, she wrote, "Surprises for my husband every day." Perhaps due to her personality or a strong desire for a complete family, in this relationship, CoCo seemed to be the one investing more effort. After getting married, CoCo decided to take a break from her music. This wasn't because she wanted to stop singing, but rather due to a challenging period where she lost her ability to use her voice properly. This is every singer's worst fear. Throughout the years, she encountered vocal issues multiple times. The most severe case was when she developed acute bronchitis, leading to months of persistent coughing that damaged her vocal range and prevented her from singing. Talking also became a struggle, and she had to clutch her throat just to speak. CoCo was frightened, fearing she might have to bid farewell to the stage she cherished. Her mother offered encouragement, suggested they could start again. CoCo began retaining her voice step by step. After a year and a half, she finally regained her singing voice.
说话没问题吧？正常说话。
有一段人讲话的时候都会有点怪怪的，就是要升8度讲话。
哦，真的吗？
要这样讲话，像曾志伟这样讲话。每一天就是唱一句，把那一句把它唱完。每一次唱的声音又破，我就跟妈妈说不行，我觉得是不是上天告诉我 it's over， 就是我不要再继续唱了。可是我妈说你不要灰心，我们再来一次，就一直鼓励我。
In 2016, CoCo participated in China's popular music show I Am a Singer for its 4th season. During the show, she confidently declared, "I'm still a singer, not a retired wife." In the finals, CoCo wore the same Chinese red cheongsam she had worn at the Oscars, and performed the theme song, A Love Before Time, from the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This outstanding performance earned her the season's champion title. Many longtime fans were impressed by CoCo's unchanged and remarkable physique over the years, and they praised her discipline and high standards to maintain her figure. In her later years, CoCo desired to have children with her husband Bruce, but she missed the best years for pregnancy. Starting in 2018, she began a roller coaster journey of undergoing IVF. This involved injections to stimulate egg production, enduring the discomfort of thick needles in her belly for over 10 days to retrieve a single egg, followed by transplantation. This procedure caused both physical pain and mental stress. Despite 9 attempts, CoCo couldn't get pregnant. Eventually, with age, Her quest for parenthood reached an inevitable end, becoming one of CoCo's lifelong regrets. Ironically, as CoCo was attempting to get pregnant, her marriage seemed to hit a rough patch. It's unclear when this started, but her joyful social media posts became less common, and she began sharing more motivational quotes to boost her spirit. In July 2020, CoCo posted a picture on Instagram with an uplifting message that said about strength and healing. The post had a link to a website providing counseling for people dealing with emotional struggles. A few days later, on July 13th, CoCo wrote on Weibo, "Healing a broken heart takes courage and time. Courage isn't innate, we develop and refine it through practice. I'm still learning and striving." Shortly after, there were media reports about CoCo's shocking marriage troubles, suggesting that Bruce might have been involved with someone else. However, CoCo's manager denied such claims. Later, CoCo posted on Weibo saying, "Thank you everyone for your concerns. I am still loved and loving just as before." Despite her outward fiery and passionate demeanor, it became clear from another post that CoCo was feeling low. She shared, "Sometimes, the world isn't beautiful, but we must learn to face it with optimism." This revealed her inner struggles that had gone unnoticed for years. In August 2020, after 22 years, CoCo once again performed the Disney action film Mulan's theme song, Reflection. In October 2020, CoCo joined as a role model singer on the popular music show Our Song, produced by Chinese Dragon TV. In February 2021, CoCo was invited back to the Chin's New Year Gala after 2 decades. She performed the song, Tomorrow Will Be Better, with renowned stars like Jackie Chan and Angela Chang. In March 2022, CoCo joined the music show Infinity and Beyond on Hunan TV. Later that year, Changyong Liao, one of the musical mentors, left The Voice of China 2022 on Zhejiang TV, due to personal circumstances. CoCo was invited to replace him and became one of the 4 mentors for the show. However, on September 28, 2022, a surprising video surfaced where CoCo was visibly upset and seen shouting at the director team during a recording. She got upset because the show production team changed the rules without notice. This led the elimination of a singer named Fei Zhou, who was in CoCo's team and had a high score of 88.3. Meanwhile, a singer from another team with a score of 73 was given a second chance to continue in the competition. CoCo shouted at the directors in an effort to stand up for fairness and support her team member Zhou. The show's production team was known for dishonest and unjust. They assumed CoCo would play the game because she has gotten her commission, but CoCo was not that kind of person. The video of her outburst went viral immediately. Eventually, the production team made changes to comply, and Fei Zhou was allowed to continue with the competition. On September 28, 2022, CoCo posted on Weibo that, "I had a chat with the directors. Everything is fine now." But the story didn't stop there. Fans noticed that CoCo had very few cameras time in the finals. Unlike other mentors, she didn't appear in post-performance interviews. This raised questions about what exactly happened in the finals. Later, it was revealed that CoCo had an injury and couldn't stand for long. She wanted to keep this hidden from her fans so the show could go on seamlessly. She discussed with the production team about going on stage with her team members Apeng Wang to support her injured leg. They agreed, but later ignored her request by separating CoCo and Wang. As a result, CoCo fell on stage due to her weakness in the legs. This angered her, leading to a heated argument between her and the production team. She then flew back to Hong Kong. On October 28, 2022, when the show Voice 2022 came to an end, CoCo's fans posted an acrostic poem on Weibo, spelling "The Voice sucks." People thought CoCo did it, but it was from an account named Coco Lee's Billboard instead. Still, CoCo removed all her show-related the next day, once again making The Voice of China a trending topic on social media and also confirming tensions between them. Despite everything, it appeared that CoCo returned to her cherished stage after appearing on the Chinese New Year Gala and various TV shows. Fans were glad to see her back, but they also concerned for her well-being. On December 31, 2022, CoCo shared self-motivation post on Facebook. Love and faith are my two favorite words that I carry strongly in my heart. I desperately need these two to get through a rough year. Life can be challenging at times, but I am a warrior and will face challenges with bravery. We cannot control what happens in life, but we can decide our attitude towards life. The post included a photo of her 42.3 kilograms bony self and another one showing her with a drainage bag attached to her waist. On February 23, 2023, CoCo shared a heartfelt social post. Today I'm going to face the biggest challenge and the biggest fear of my life. I've never feared anything. I was able to solve problems one by one. But it's too hard to stay strong this time round. I want to escape, but there is nowhere to hide now. In the caption, CoCo revealed her previously undisclosed birth defect in her left leg. She confessed that even though her right leg supported her during her performances, it was excruciating after every single step, but I kept it hidden to offer my best self on stage. It has been worth it. Last October, I aggravated the old injury during a rehearsal, resulting in hip displacement and nerve pressure. I can no longer live my life like a normal person. Despite all these, CoCo was still positive. She said, "I'm a warrior. Please remember, after a storm comes the sun. I will continue to move forward, one step at a time, no matter what. I know I can." In March 2023, CoCo posted a video of her recovery from surgery, saying, "The surgery went well. It's painful and I have to learn to walk again, but I can do it."
那就是我是女战士了，我啥都不怕，什么准备好了。Like I have feelings, baby.
Come on, I can do it.
Coming home.
我會送俾你。OK。
哎呀，呢個想喊喎 ！Oh my god, I wanna cry.
好大隻控仔啊
I wanna cry. Oh Jesus.
Warrior, baby. Female warrior.
Yet, during her most vulnerable days, CoCo's husband Bruce was nowhere to be seen. Early in 2023, it is reported that CoCo's marriage was over, disclosing that she had left her marital home and was separated from Bruce 6 months prior. According to the Oriental Daily News, a friend of CoCo was livid and remarked, "He kept being unfaithful, not even bothering to conceal it from CoCo. She forgave him the first time, but he didn't change. This is the third time. A mutual friend of theirs witnessed him with another woman and informed CoCo. Bruce eventually admitted his infidelity." On February 13, 2023, CoCo wrote on Weibo, "Leaving is the best choice." Then on February 14th, the Valentine's Day, she posted, "At this point in our love story, one word comes to mind, tragic." Although it probably also referred to her new song Tragic, but still, it reminded people of her rocky marriage. In March, Michelle Yeoh became the first Chinese actress to win the Best Actress Oscar for her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once. CoCo congratulated her on Weibo, saying, "Back then, we faced the Oscar together. Now, as I strive to walk again, you are still shining on the stage of Oscar. Your strength inspires me." On May 20th, CoCo released a new song called "The Song of Battle" and posted on her Weibo, "Be braced to face challenges and chase your dreams, you are a warrior." After her surgery, CoCo didn't return to the stage immediately, but kept updating her social media now and then. Just when it seemed like she was recovering and about to shine again, the brave warrior chose to stop fight and tragically ended her own life. On July 5th, her second sister Silin Lee shared the heartbreaking news. It was revealed that CoCo had been silently suffering a lengthy, smiling depression. It is a condition where patients seem positive and strong on the outside while struggling within. Individuals like CoCo often hide their true feelings, only displaying a cheerful facade. If they can't find ways to address their sadness and frustration, the mounting pressure can ultimately lead them to a tragic end. According to an exclusive report by the Taiwan media E! Today, A close source to CoCo revealed that in addition to smiling depression, CoCo had been battling breast cancer for the past 6 months. She kept it a secret from her mother and fought against it alone. Luckily, she detected the cancer in time and underwent successful treatment to remove the tumor. Later, netizens found a voice message that CoCo sent to her fans group on July 2nd. It became the last voice message she had ever left before her passing.
亲爱的，我是 CoCo，感受到大家对我的爱跟支持，然后你们做我的后盾，我会加油。那这段时间呢，希望你们自己也身体健康快乐。我非常想念大家，我在努力，想念你们，我也非常想念你们哦，爱你爱你。Thank you so much for the gifts. Beautiful and very thoughtful. Love you guys.
We may never know the exact reason for her passing. It could have been her concern about not returning to the stage, her physical struggles, or the issues in her marriage. But we will always remember her as a passionate and charming woman with a radiant smile. She'll be remembered as an icon of an incredible era in the Chinese pop music industry that once belonged to her.
我觉得这个歌词呢，在副歌的时候呢，我喜欢你说 CoCo， 可是不是我的名字，是好像敲门的那个声音 CoCo。那敲什么门呢？就是心里。我天生就是那种快乐宝宝，我喜欢逗人家笑。哇！
人生有没有低谷的时期啊？感觉
当
好像没
然有了，只是我很少说而已。
很少说。
对。
就算我有一天